Welcome. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on a wet and windy Friday evening. Just to give a few more bits of information and changes of information, actually, a little bit for our game on Bank Holiday Monday at Oxford Downs, the Masked Cricketers versus the Lord's Taverners. We've got a special guest tonight, which will come on very shortly, asking a few questions. So please stay tuned for that. It's worth the wait. Biggest thing for me so far is overwhelmed by the tickets just flying off the shelf and being sold out so quickly. So thank you for your support on that. We're getting funds in as we speak as well, but hopefully on the day we can raise a little bit more. There will be a QR code on the program that will be available to purchase, and you can make a donation just by hovering your phone over the QR code. So all mod cons going on at Oxford Downs. We have got water, gas, and electric at Oxford Downs, and I probably should do at that point a bit of that. I do that because that would be really not.
I thought we got away with it.
No, certainly not. Oxford Downs even got a mention on BBC South this evening, and the good news was the footage of Woodsy and K-Dog was resigned to the editor's floor, I think. So good to see David Gower on there, and a clip there from the Oxfordshire table cricket. So that was brilliant to see, and David spoke so eloquently. So that was a good plug for the game on Monday. And the other thing that we've been really remiss of doing is promoting a man who came on after one of our Masked Cricketers, having been one himself, Mr. Paul Humphreys, and decided that he would sponsor the game with a shirt and some money towards the charity. So big thank you to Paul Humphreys and his company Pop Activation, and that is such a brilliant gesture. So Paul, thank you very, very much. We will mention you again, I'm sure, during this evening. So, Kieran, I know you've got a bit of news as well.
First of all, I'd like to also just do a few more thank yous. We thanked him on our last live as well, but we couldn't put this together without the help of Simon Davey, Hops Reaper Graphics, who is, as we speak, hot off the press, I think, putting a program together with some 4s and 6s cards to be waved around when I smash balls out the ground for 6, which is obviously going to happen after I batted in the nets today. So well, Daryl. Yeah, I've been practicing really hard for this game, so it's worth coming just to see that. No, it's not. Oh dear. Yeah, and so big thank you to Simon. Really grateful for your support, Simon, and yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you on Monday. You can put your feet up and watch a game of cricket, a good game of cricket, hopefully. I would also, you've stolen my thunder this time, Darryl, because I was going to thank our donors, but you've done it. So you've just got your own back on me from the other day. But no, absolutely fantastic. We've had heading towards £700 already raised, which is before the event even. So I think that there's every chance that we're going to make that 2,000, and Mr. Woods is going to be parachute jumping at some stage, probably over Weston on the Green. At some point in the near future. So that's fantastic news as well. I just want to say one more thank you for now, which is obviously Graham Woodward from Great Minds. He's providing one of the big raffle prizes on Monday rather, which will be a case of wine from Great Minds in Summertown in Oxford. We will have raffle tickets, strips of raffle tickets being sold on the day. Please, those of you that are attending, obviously the tickets for the game have been free. So if you could dig deep and support the raffle, there'll be 4 or 5 prizes with the case of wine, probably worth a fair amount actually, and no doubt there'll be other prizes as well on what will hopefully be a really good day. I'm going to do a little Ian McCaskill impression now. Hello, the weather's going to be fine, and that's not Mrs. McCaskill, that's Ian McCaskill. The weather's going to be perfect. It's going to be a little bit cool. So maybe bring a coat, but looks like the forecast, after all the rain we've had this week, the forecast is set fair for Monday. So Oxford Downs will look, I have to say it, Daryl, you want to flash it up if you want, but it will look absolutely beautiful on Monday, and we're really looking forward to the game now. Over to Daryl again for a few new names and a few little changes, but it's certainly not going to affect the enjoyment of the day. But Daryl, there's a couple of changes and a few other names that we can add today.
Yeah, unfortunately, due to Jonathan Agnew not wanting or wishing to come out of the bubble for TMS, Dan Norcross has actually has now to commentate on the T20s and will not be with us on Monday, unfortunately. However, we do have the son of Dick Francis, a certain Felix Francis, stepping into Dan's shoes. So a suitable replacement, and we've got a co-commentator in Nick Compton as well. So hopefully really good replacements there for Dan Norcross. Unfortunate news for both sides, actually, with injuries. The Lord's Taverners have lost the services of Charles Willoughby due to an elbow arm injury, quite severe actually. So our best goes out to Charles for a speedy recovery there. Kevin Taylor, working too hard this week, has done his shoulder in, so he can't play. So we've had to replace him, and also not Max Mannering. He's not going to be there, so it won't be not Max Mannering. He's moving house, so we've brought in youngster Callum Russell, and we've also brought in the chairman's son at Oxford Downs, Henry Welch, and also the legend that is Paddy Daniel. So we'll have Gullies, a backward point, and a third man whilst he's batting. So he shouldn't get any runs. There's a little bit of a tip there for the Lord's Taverners when Paddy is batting. So a few changes forced on us for reasons beyond anybody's control, really. So we apologise for giving some information that wasn't actually correct for the day, but it's just one of those things that has happened. So I think you'll agree we've got some good replacements there. So we're all looking forward to Monday and the game itself. But I'm going to bring in our special guest now. And this is the shall I build it up a little bit more?
Yes.
We should have a drum roll.
Before you do, I'd just like to say, with the changes, it just goes to show that we do just throw this together.
We do just throw this together. Yes, we do. They should know that by now, Kieran, to be fair. I think the catchphrase is absolutely there. So we can't ask the mask tonight, but we can certainly get the commercial director of the Lord's Taverners on, Mr. Mervyn Ramsey.
There it is.
How are you?
Evening, chaps. I do actually have a mask on. It isn't really me. Hang on.
That's not you.
Oh, no, it is me. Sorry. How you doing?
It's like the Mission Impossible reference, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming on. I just wanted to get sort of Lord's Taverners' views on one or two things. Just give us an insight in your role and how that's developed over a period of time, and some of the things you're actually involved in at the moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been involved with the Taverners for 20 years, and as I've got older, it's amazing how you can be out there doing work, but actually, you're working and earning money, looking after your kids. And I've sort of got to over time, you get to the point where actually, why don't you actually do something you really want to do, which is help, you've helped your family, you've done all that stuff. And now I've just got such a passion for cricket and always have done, and sport generally. But just to work now in this environment where I'm effectively running our cricket side, running lots of golf days, looking at other commercial opportunities, which really, are all there to support the programs and the children that we do. In particular, wickets and Super Ones, which are in Oxfordshire. So yeah, it's I feel very blessed.
Brilliant. And doing some sterling work as well, I have to say so. What's your thoughts and what's the Lord's Taverners' views? I don't want you to big us up too much here, Merv, but how do you feel the masked cricketer has been received across the country and with the Tavs?
Again, particularly during lockdown, when I started talking to you, it was just such a great thing to do that you've done, and there was just lovely connections there with what we do as a charity, but with cricket and just trying to put a smile on somebody's face actually is what it's all about, really. And I think we've done that, or you've done that. I haven't done that. I might have managed to facilitate a few guys to be good enough to come on, but it's actually about you two, and so I thank you for what you're doing and on Oxfordshire cricket.
It's very much our pleasure, Merv. Thank you for those kind words. Not scripted at all. Not coerced at all there, Merv, were you? No, not at all. We haven't got his arm behind his back or anything. He is in a pub somewhere in Buckinghamshire, I think. Is that right?
Sounds like he is.
Yeah, the Rothschild's Arms in Aston Clinton, sitting
little plug
outside or away from the noise, because I didn't want to. I didn't want them to get interrupted while I was doing this. But yes, I've got a drink, so it's all good. And that actually is very, very important for the Taverners, because the bar will be open on Monday, and looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to buying you a drink, Merv. Actually,
that's very kind. Well, I know I certainly won't get one from Kieran. I know that.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on there.
With his, with his wallet. Well, no, he hasn't actually got a wallet. He's got a tin.
Yeah,
and he's got chains
with
around.
A padlock on it.
A padlock and chains.
You know him so well. I mean, just one thing. I know you've got an announcement for a special guest that's coming along on Monday. But what's your thoughts on and what's your expectations for the Monday's game?
Well, we will bat first and get loads, and then we'll do our best to lose in the last over.
Perfect.
As we normally do. Somehow we played last week, and I don't know how it happened, because Gordon Kennedy played last week as well, and he was talking about snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. I mean, he's just a classic. But actually, the next person I'll mention is Toby Tarrant is playing. He's the son of a well-known chap, and that well-known chap is going to be joining us on Monday. So
don't do it, Daryl. Don't do it.
We'll have Chris with us on Monday. And hopefully, I'm sure with a bit of he doesn't need arm twisting. He'll get on the microphone and do some stuff, and he's a lovely man, and past president of the Lord's Tavern, has been involved for years, and it's great to see his son Toby playing for us now, who's actually a radio DJ in his own right on Radio X. So he's making a name for himself on that. Mind you, I've never listened to him because it's a bit young for me. I think probably all of us, but apparently he's very good.
Not me.
Very good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No,
if we could get him to say who wants to be a masked cricketer, would be quite good.
Well, I know, but you're giving too much away already. See, so you never know. He might actually do it, which. But he's so bloody obvious now. Oh, sorry, obvious now that he will do it. So, you've probably let the cat out of the bag. So, but anyhow, he's a great guy to listen to his story, and he's very entertaining. Lovely man.
Brilliant. Kieran, have you got any questions for our Lord?
Well, first of all, Merv, it was nice to actually see that you weren't just a man behind a screen on Wednesday. That was really good to meet up with you. And I think it's fair to say, I'm just going to throw this in there, if the game on Monday is anything like the game that you and I and Daryl witnessed on Wednesday, we will have a very entertaining day, because that was a cracking game, the under-18.
I must say, the banter we had on the banter we had on Wednesday was fantastic. And it was really interesting to watch you two looking after your lads, and I mean, one or two things were said I know you wouldn't say to the boys, but I'm sure they really appreciate what you do for them. And when the second from last ball disappeared into the trees, I made sharp exit left and disappeared into my car and went home because didn't want to see the fireworks when. No, it was great. It was lovely.
The funny thing was, of course, it was. But the funny thing was, of course, Darren had just said 2 balls earlier. This bloke will not hit it for 6, and he's hit it for the biggest 6 you've ever seen. So
you just don't know in cricket.
I'm confused because I'm as a Bucks boy. You know, I've lived here for since I was 15. You know, but I played a lot of cricket in Oxfordshire. I'm very confused.
Maybe I would like to say,
whichever team won, I was a winner.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you were sort of a bit of a neutral. I just want to sort of go back to the Lord Taverners. So, as Darren and I have said a few times, we're going to come back for a second series throughout the autumn and early winter. We know, and we're not just saying this, we know we've got some really big names to come in our next series, and possibly some of these big names will feature in a future game. So, hopefully, if all goes well on Monday, a Mars Cricketers game perhaps at the start of 2021 season, would that be something that could be a possibility?
Absolutely. You know, I just think it's just great what you're doing, and it's spreading the word of disability cricket across not just the county but beyond, because this is picked up all over the place, and you know, we're right behind you, we're with you, and we'll do whatever we can to make it work for 2021, when hopefully we can you know, we don't have to restrict numbers or whatever, you know, and maybe we won't play at Oxford Towns. Maybe we'll play somewhere.
Minster Lovell, big crowd.
Steady on, you nearly gave me a heart attack there.
I'd just like to say, Mervyn, on behalf of Daryl and myself, yes, we do just throw this together. We genuinely do, but we honestly couldn't have done. Quite literally sometimes, like 10 minutes before go. I mean, we haven't ever said this, but 10 minutes before going live, halfway through, we were throwing a bit of a curveball when our guest actually dropped out. I think at about 6:45, Daryl, 15 minutes before we were due to go live. And Mervyn, you came to the ground and came to our rescue and got somebody at really short notice. It meant we had to change our script because we're obviously, as you can tell, so professional. We're very well scripted.
But you see, that's the beauty of this. Is if it was too scripted, it wouldn't be so fun, you know. And it's a fun element with the serious bit behind it. But you know, it's really. I mean, I've thoroughly enjoyed listening to everyone, and long may it continue.
I've got no crayons here.
In the dark winter nights, which seem to be starting tonight.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it'll be fine on Monday. It'll be fine on Monday.
We've been absolutely thrilled, and we've also been thrilled to share quite a lot of your Lord's Taverners videos. Some of the stuff that we've shared in our group, it goes to show, you know, why we're doing this. Actually, the smiles on faces that we see with the table cricket and the Super Ones, it's just fantastic to see. And any little amount that we can raise in terms of, I mean, you said at the start, it wasn't all about raising funds; it's about raising awareness of the charity, but. You know, if we raise a little bit of money along the way, then that's fantastic. And you know, if we're going to get to that target to get young Mr. Woods there jumping out of a plane, it's got to be worth it. And I'm sure there'll be a big queue of people there that are either going to push him out or certainly be there watching. So I just want to say, so anybody that hasn't, if they can donate anything you can afford, donate to the Just Giving page. It's scrolling along the bottom of the screen. On Monday, there'll be a QR code in the programme, so you can scan that and go straight to the page and donate that way. And we'll continue to raise awareness of this charity, because it's really become close to our hearts, actually. Me and Darren have...
There is one thing to say that we have Lloyd Scott playing on Monday, and people say, who? But Lloyd is a lovely guy, and is a charity fundraiser, just bonkers person, and he's getting to that point where he wants to do one last hurrah, and he's doing it for us, and he's doing the 3 peaks, so he's doing Ben Nevis, Scarfell Pike and Snowdon in October, and we actually managed to get on BBC Breakfast last week, which was fantastic. But there's going to be a long campaign for that. But you know, he's with us on Monday, so if anybody wants to come up and say, why would you want to walk up Scarfell, up all these mountains in a diving suit, deep sea diving suit with that bloody big helmet on. I mean, just completely mad,
He holds the record.
He is doing it for us, and it's all about Lloyd and lovely guy. So come and say hello to him.
He holds the record, doesn't he, for one of the slowest ever London marathons?
It took him. I think it was 8 or 9 days in his diving suit, but he's not. I mean, honestly, he's not. He can't wear the leaded boots that you normally wear, obviously going up these mountains. But just the helmet alone weighs 40 pounds. So.
Amazing.
He'd probably do the London Marathon quicker than Darryl would do it in his van, to be honest. So, just finally from me, Merv, in terms of the tickets, we've mentioned a couple of times, we were absolutely blown away. We put the ticket link up online yesterday at 7 o'clock, and within 90 minutes, they had completely been snapped up, which is, again, absolutely incredible. We're so grateful for everybody's support. We do hope in better times we can have another one where there's no major restrictions and we can have a larger crowd. If you haven't been lucky enough to get a ticket, just watch this space, because there may be a possibility of a few more being released over the weekend, and if there are, we'll let you know. We're not sure there's going to be too many left, because it has essentially, to coin a phrase, it has sold out, but we're looking to see what we can do. If you haven't got a ticket, please don't turn up at the ground, because we will not be able to allow you in for COVID-19 regulations. But we are streaming the match live on this channel with full match commentary. It won't quite be TMS, but it'll be okay. Me and Darren are going to do some commentary when we're out. Well, when I'm out, certainly, because that won't take long. So it'll be a fantastic afternoon. And if you can tune into that, that's fantastic.
Thanks again, Merv, for joining us this evening.
Pleasure.
And a
Absolute
bit of
pleasure.
insight to that. That was very kind of you. Really, just from me to finish off, I am trying to get some information there at the bottom. Do follow us on YouTube. It will be live if you can't get along to the ground. I've already spoken to 1 or 2 people, and they've said they will be watching along. So do so if you can, because at least you can get involved in some way, shape or form, and donate as well, of course. And that will be fantastic for the cause that we're doing. All four is the Lord's Taverners and Oxfordshire Disability Table Cricket and Super Ones Cricket. So probably all we need to say is keep safe. Hopefully the weather's cleared for your games tomorrow and there's no cancellations. So have a good game, everybody. And as the weather's set fine, we're really looking forward to Monday, and we'll see you all there. Come on, Kieran, you want to say something?
Got to say something. I would like to just quickly say that at 8 o'clock, we'll put a link in the group. At 8 o'clock, we are on Radio Cherwell Online, which is a weekly sports show every Friday evening. And we will be interviewing Tom Welch, the chairman of Oxford Downs Cricket Club, and George Tate, who is captaining the Mast Cricket 11. So jump over to the online broadcast at 8 o'clock. We'll put the link in the Mast Cricketers group. And please join us for that. It's a sports program. We do it every week, every Friday from 8 o'clock. We talk cricket, football, snooker, you name it, we talk about it. We probably talk a lot of nonsense as well, but it's worth listening to. That's with Colin Ride, who will be commentating on the game on Monday. So please join us. We'll send that link over shortly, and we'll see as many of you as have got tickets on Monday at the game. Darryl, that's it from me. I won't say anything else. That's me.
Well done. You nipped in. Very good plug for our radio show. So well done you. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. We hope we have a super day. I'm going to relax a little bit. We should have some guests, I think, Kieran, of what actually I'm going to be wearing on the day. So if you want to put some guests on our Facebook page, that'd be really good to see what you think I might be dressed as on Monday. So keep guessing. You'll see me there. Whether I'm going to
be dressed as one, you're just going to be dressed as one giant cricket pad, just one giant pad, because that's all that ever happens, isn't it?
Well, I'd probably get something in front of all three, couldn't I? So that could work quite well. So Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon, but certainly, hopefully, we'll see you all on Monday. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.
Bye-bye.